Let's speak about Lion Electric, my friends. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor. I got the clothing line to prove that fact. And today we're going to be speaking about who I am going to refer to from now on as Lion Electric. There has been so many new Spacs as of late, guys, okay? I am working overtime. I'm trying to get you a video on all of them. And this one was extraordinarily highly requested yesterday because of this piece of news. Lion Electric Company and Northern Genesis Acquisition Corp, ticker symbol NGA, announced a merger and concurrent financing of $200 million. Obviously, another electric vehicle related company. We'll go through the vehicles, but essentially, they have a lot of different ones, all of which we will speak about briefly later on. Now, since this is our first time speaking about the company, we're obviously going to go through, what the agreement's actually going to look like, what's going to happen, and we're going to have a look at the investor presentation, and ultimately I'll let you guys know whether or not I plan on investing in this company at current prices. I'm recording this pre-market, we're at $14, we're up nearly 10% pre-market, so we'll answer that question at the end of the video. So right before we do get into the video, can I please ask my friends to hit that juicy like button? Drop me a comment down below, I want to know what you guys think of this company right here. And if you're new around here, what are you waiting for, my friend? Hit that juicy red subscribe button, join the family of investors, why not? Also guys, it is the 1st of December, so if you have been thinking about signing up to my private Discord group, today is the best day to do that, because Patreon charges the 1st of every month. And not only that, but today we have who we refer to in the Discord as the Chart Master, aka Trent. Big shout out to you, Trent. We have him going live on Discord 6 PM GMT. You will see that's 1 PM EST, 10 AM PST, and he's going to be speaking about technical analysis. We're going to be speaking about trend lines, RSI, and MACD, and hopefully, we're going to make this happen bi-weekly or monthly, but you're all going to learn. So if you've been thinking about signing up, today is the day, my friends. That is the first link in the description. Also, click the second link in the description and sign up to Webull. Deposit $100. Get 4 free stocks, 2 of which are valued up to $3,700. It's a juicy deal, my friends. So boom, here we are. The ticker symbol is NGA. Again, we literally only found out this merger was happening yesterday, but as you can see, there was speculation. There has been people buying this company before yesterday. So pro forma implied market cap of about $1.9 billion, which we will get into, of course. That's the hardest thing to answer about these SPACs is it of good value right now, especially when there is so many popping up left, right, and center, and they all just seem to go up. They won't go up forever, not all of them anyway. The transaction includes a fully secured private equity investment of $200 million. The proceeds of the transaction will be used to finance Lion's growth strategy, which again explains further in the investor presentation, and it should allow them to consolidate its leadership position more firmly in 100% electric medium and heavy duty urban vehicles. So that's what they're in. Some backdrop, okay, founded in 2008. The company currently has more than 300 vehicles on the road, so we do have products out there. They've traveled the impressive distance of more than 10 million kilometers. They offer 7 models of electric trucks and buses as of this moment in time, specifically designed for electric power, produced in its existing plant capable of manufacturing 2,500 vehicles per year. So that's their current capacity. With its buses already on the road and the first truck deliveries underway, they plan to rapidly ramp up production and deliver 650 trucks and buses in 2021. So that's the first thing to understand, because when we go through the investor presentation, there is an awful lot of talk about relatively big orders, but 2021 targeted at 650 trucks. With that being said, over a 4-year horizon, they've identified 6,000 possible vehicle sales, including about 2/3 by truck and 1/3 by bus. And one more thing that's quite interesting, the 19th of November this came out, Nuvve Corporation and Lion Electric announced vehicle-to-grid collaboration. We actually spoke about these guys not too long ago on the channel. But anyway, the investor presentation, let's just get stuck in. Transaction proceeds, so about $500 million of cash to pursue Lion's growth strategy based on cash held in trust and PIPE proceeds. This is important, okay? The growth strategy includes expansion of manufacturing capacity in the US, development and automated assembly of advanced battery systems, and other general corporate purposes. As of right now, they're in Quebec. So the mission? To be the leader in design, manufacturing, and distribution of all electric medium and heavy duty urban vehicles. 2024 vision. So this is an outlook that a lot of these EV companies give, a lot of the SPACs in particular, is 2024. So about 20,000 annual vehicle sales. So considering that the goal for next year is 650 vehicles, you don't even need to see the statistics to understand it's going to be an immense compound annual growth rate, at least over the next 3-4 years. About 50% vehicle cost reduction, and about $3.5 billion of annual revenue by 2024. So again, I say this in pretty much every single investor presentation we go through. Massive targets being set. And whenever we read an investor presentation, I like to remind you guys, okay, it's important to take everything we see with a grain of salt because it is their job right now to entice investors. It's their job to make the company look as good as possible by any means. So not that these numbers are untrue by any means whatsoever, I always just take these things with a pinch of salt. So they're an established EV company with real vehicles and proven technology on the road today. Straight off the bat, fantastic to see. A lot of companies can't say that. So a leading medium and heavy duty urban electric vehicle platform targeting $110 billion annual total addressable market in North America. We have seen, particularly over the last 3 months or so, okay, just from companies going public, a lot of competition here. So a winning commercial strategy. This is one of the interesting things, a big part of their business model. Multi-year purchase agreements for the purchase of up to 2,500 Line 6 and Line 8 trucks at customers' discretion, executed June 2020. 10 plus years of all electric vehicle R&D and manufacturing experience provides in-house industry expertise, and this is something I love to see. Battery and R&D division comprised of about 100 experienced engineers and technicians. Beautiful. All vehicles are purpose built for electric in-house. This is something that's becoming more and more important as of late. I spoke about this recently, okay? These vehicles are made from the ground up to be electric. It's not an ICE vehicle that just has a battery thrown in there. They are made from the ground up to be an electric vehicle, which I believe is going to become apparently more and more important over the next few years, especially when some more of the traditional OEM makers, the traditional ICE makers, start trying to get into the market more prominently. I genuinely believe that these kind of vehicles, the purpose-built ones, are going to outperform. So strategic initiatives for US manufacturing, and guys, this is going to be incredibly important, and it is what we're being told that the cash proceed will be going towards largely. Advanced battery systems and new customer solutions underway. Plan to develop a large-scale US manufacturing facility and a state-of-the-art battery R&D and production plant. Two very expensive things to do, keep in mind. Well positioned to further differentiate with maintenance, charging infrastructure, sustainable trucking as a service, and V2G customer solutions. So a favourable total cost of ownership as of today, and significant improvements by 2024, but this does again go for pretty much the large majority at least of electric vehicle companies. Strong value-added relationships with industry leaders. Northern Genesis, obviously, these are the partners. We have Dana, BMW, LG Chem's a very important one, even have Consolidated Edison in there. That's pretty exciting one. Any of you dividend investors are going to know these guys. A purchase order for 10 trucks from Amazon, with deliveries happening this quarter. So again, just reaffirming the fact that it's purpose built for electric, 100% in-house. That's again very awesome, to be honest. That means they build the chassis, truck cam and bus body. They have proprietary battery technology with modular energy capacity, 100% line soft integration, and V2G ready battery technology. This could genuinely be quite a nice thing for the company, in the short term at least. So they say they have the best in class product lineup available today, okay? 7 vehicles available, the Class 6s and Class 8s. And then the buses, shuttle bus, Type A school bus, and the Type C school bus. We have customers, you know, these vehicles are on the roads, they're gathering data every single day. I mean, yeah, we have our standard trucks, a reefer and a refuse. It's pretty interesting. They're across a lot of different industries, which as of right now, may be a good thing, it may be a bad thing, it's tough to know, but I do think down the line when they're more established, when they do have more capacity, more plants in particular, I think having more products is going to be a good thing. They have a significant first mover advantage to drive growth. Again, not strictly true, but I'll give it to them. So an established supply chain, you would expect this if a company's going public. Direct sales model tailored to electric vehicle fleet operators. So this is something I quite like. It's not necessary, but I do like it. So they take a direct sales approach. Highly specialized internal sales team focused on urban EV education and vehicle selection. Line grant team and infrastructure support through Line Energy. Aftermarket support Line Beat. And experience centers Bright Squad. All in all, yeah, that's good. And that all comes down to facilitating the EV transition journey for customers. But I mean, it's inevitable, as we've said on the channel so many times, and again, this is becoming more and more necessary industry-wide. So again, the addressable market is massive, okay? So the trucks, looking at about $100 billion, okay? And our school buses at about $10 billion. Now, in regards to, say, school buses and trucks in particular, there is more pressure being put on to get them all electric sooner than, you know, potentially your everyday car. 15 US states already set a goal for 100% of medium and heavy-duty vehicle purchase to come from zero-emission vehicles. Increased prevalence of financial incentives to offset carbon emissions. And Biden Clean Energy plan to accelerate the transition of entire 500,000 school bus fleet to ZEV. So here's something to do, okay? The long-term purchase agreement. Multi-year purchase agreement for the purchase of up to 2,500 Line 6 and Line 8 trucks at customer's discretion. Something important to understand is it's at the customer's discretion. The agreement was executed in June 2020, as we said. Lion have to reserve necessary manufacturing capacity to deliver up to 500 trucks per year from 2021 to 2025, and 10% of manufacturing capacity from 2026 to 2030. They're committed to provide ongoing maintenance and training assistance. So targeting North America's largest fleet truck owners, I don't even think I need to get into that. That's obvious. Competitive total cost of ownership across all product lines. Again, to be expected, but obviously fantastic. Now, the US manufacturing capacity expansion. So earlier on in the video, I said that I think this is going to be very important for the company for very obvious reasons. It opens you up to a much bigger market. Establish high volume, state-of-the-art vehicle production facility in the US. Will provide additional capacity to meet growing demand with manufacturing footprint in closer proximity to large US customer pool. Again, very important. Currently assessing 10 plus potential brownfield plants in various states, as you can see here. And the rationale behind this, I mean, it's fairly common sense. Closer proximity to largest portion of North America's addressable market. Made in America branding provides greater appeal to US buyers. Potential for municipal state level funding and proximity to larger pool of suppliers. Now, their battery system development and assembly facility project. This seems to be one thing that they are extremely passionate about. You can see $170 million capital investment going here. Project implementation. Essentially, production is set for the end of 2022. So the battery development is happening as of right now, and the facility ramp up is happening as of right now. So understand that next year is not going to be a very big year for the company. 2022 might be, but things really don't start kicking up for this company till 2023 onwards. So $500 million essentially in net cash proceeds. So we know $170 million that's going to the batteries, okay, and also the battery pack assembly factory. Expected time in 2021 all the way through to 2024. $130 million going to expand US vehicle manufacturing capacity. I feel like that could end up being more than $130 million, but we'll have to wait and see. $150 million going to funding R&D and innovation. I'd love to see that. If you guys have seen me on these Spacs, when it comes to a company at this stage of its life cycle, I love R&D being a huge priority. And $50 million to general corporate purposes. Fairly standard stuff. So you can see here, total units sold. 2020 estimate 110. 2021 estimate 650. Huge growth, but still very small. 2022 estimates 2,400. You know, we're getting there, we're getting somewhere. Still quite small in the grand scheme of things. 2023 we get into considerable numbers, and then 2024 the numbers get huge. And this is something we see with the majority of EV companies out there. 2024 seems to be a massive year. It's the year that the whole world goes electric according to all of these investor presentations. So look, right off the bat, I like what I'm seeing, okay? There is also quite a bit of hype here. I'm heavily involved in EV as it stands. A large portion of my portfolio is EV. They don't get me excited enough to want to invest in them as a company. Now, that is not me saying it's a bad investment by any means whatsoever, because I really don't think it is. And I could see hype taking off here very soon. I could see a lot of money being made by swing traders, etc. A decent run up has already happened, about 30% from that $10 mark. I personally don't plan on investing in them right now. And again, it's not because I don't like the company whatsoever. It's just there is a lot of these EV SPACs right now, guys. Let's be honest. There is only so much money that you can invest. Only so many companies that you can invest in. I just see places that I personally would prefer to put my money. But I did want to make a video on them because I've gotten asked about them so much. Yesterday in particular. I do think they're exciting. I hope that they do well, and who knows, I could end up doing some more research. I could find some things that I really like, and I could ultimately end up investing. We'll have to wait and see. If you watched this video all the way until the end, you, my friend, are a true legend, and I appreciate you being here from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me. If you enjoyed the video, took some value, some entertainment, please consider hitting that like button, drop me a comment down below, and of course, subscribe if you're new around here, my friend. And again, if you are interested in joining the Patreon, today is the single best day to do it because it's the first and we have a live stream happening later. It's perfect. That is the first link in the description, and if you want some free stocks, hit the second link in the description, sign up to Webull, deposit $100. It really is that simple. But anyway, my friends, I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day. I hope we all have an absolutely fantastic December. I will see you for another video very soon. Peace.